Hi, everybody, and welcome back. Thank you for being a loyal follower, subscriber, and YouTube watcher. So I really appreciate you coming back here, watching more content. And I'm very excited to say Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays and Happy New Year. I will be doing another video in between Christmas and New Year, but I just wanted to jump on here and just wish you all a beautiful festive holiday time with your family and everything else that you've got going on with your life right now. So yeah, happy holidays, and I'm glad that you're here, and thank you for subscribing, for watching, for liking, and for commenting if you are one of those people. So thank you. And if you haven't happened to watch any of my other videos previously, go have a watch and comment on anything that you feel necessary to say, and I'll always comment back. But I want to thank you for just being incredible human beings and human spirits and being on this journey with me. And this week I really wanted to dive into, especially with the new year coming up, is really really just more about being a manifestation person of your life. Now, I'm certainly a manifestation mama. I definitely can manifest anything that I set my eyes to. I feel like I am a true manifester of my life. And ever since I started really believing in that in 2012, my life has forever been different. And certainly over the last month or so, when I made a decision from speaking on stage in Harrogate last month, or was it October, end of October, and that I wanted to relocate me and Lake to the UK again and live our life there. I felt like I had some major manifesting to do to make that happen, and I didn't know how it was ever going to happen, if it was going to happen, but I set my intention to it. I believed in the process. I believed that one day it would happen. I just didn't know when, but it happened sooner than I thought, and here we are on the 27th of January. Coming up to moving at the end of January, moving our life over there, and I'm super excited. So if you haven't watched Moving to the UK video, it's on my previous video. Have a watch. It's a little bit emotional, but you'll have fun watching it anyway. I have to say, I have to excuse my absolute Monica hair going on right now. Is I washed it this morning. I thought I would have a chance to dry it, and I didn't. And this is actually how my hair naturally looks. So it's kind of got like a natural beachy wave to it, but it's like, so I don't know really what's going on, but anyway, real life happening right here. It's not all beautiful and glamorous and curly, beautiful hair. It's this. So I have going on over the next couple of weeks. What is this? A tutorial on how actually to curl your hair. So that's going to come up later in the series. Anyway, let's get back to manifesting and not how massive my hair looks. So I feel like I'm the manifestation mama. I would say manifesting babe, but I'm really the manifestation mama, because I feel like every time I set my intention to something or put a goal down, I seem to achieve it. And I'm not saying this to brag or anything like that, but I want to teach you how to manifest the things that you want for your life. And let's rewind all the way back to 2012, when my mentor, John, gave me a CD. This is how far we're going back. CDs were still there, I think. I remember the days where you'd walk into a, I want to say media store. I'm talking to my UK friends right now, on HMV, where you'd walk in and you'd flip through all the CDs, and those were the days, weren't they, where you put a CD into your CD player, you can only listen to like 12 tracks, and you would probably go through all those tracks over and over and over. Now we have like a whole worldwide library of all this music that we can just tap into anytime. I mean, it's incredible, right? Okay, now I'm sounding really old right now. Oh my God. Anyway, I put in the CD and I listened to Ron McBrien, The Secret, and it forever changed my life. Not just that, but it was a part of the big jigsaw puzzle to me being successful and having the life that I have now, despite it going in a crazy direction and not turning out the way that I wanted it to. or what I actually manifested it to be. Never mind, these are all lessons and one of my dear friends in Australia said, I call them lessons. They're like blessings and lessons at the same time. So I'm well on board with that. And it just forever took my life into a different direction. Listening to this CD and then putting it as part of a bit of a strategy, and then teamed with a vehicle to help it take me there. Here I am, always manifesting everything that I want into my life. And one of the things that I actually realized was that anything is truly possible when we put our mind to it. So after I listened to the CD, I thought, okay, what are the things that I actually want to have in my life? And through school, we're not really taught about goals and dreams and, how to actually achieve this stuff, right? We're taught about how to add 2 and 2 together, right? We're learning about history and all this stuff, but not really how to get what we want out of life, or even how to balance a checkbook, right? So when I heard all of this for the first time, The Secret, the manifestation, getting what you want, positive thought thinking, law of attraction, all of this stuff, I thought my mentor was smoking trees. And you're probably watching this right now thinking, she's on something, especially with that hair. She's on something. I look like I'm on something. I'm not. Never done drugs in my life. No, thank you. Like, what is going on? Please just settle. There we go. So I thought he was smoking something. I didn't believe in it. But then when I leaned into the process, I kind of wrote down, I actually blogged about it. I still have the blog page to this day, and it was on a blog on Tumblr. Can you believe it? If anybody knows Tumblr, give me a shout in the comments. And I named my Tumblr page The 5-A-Day Effect. As I was just starting my Juice Plus business, I was all excited about, helping people get healthy and things like that. And it was the 5-A-Day effect. And I actually blogged about some of the things I wanted in my life. So I really set some intention to it. I wanted a mini country. Oh, first of all, I wanted my own apartment. I was living at home at the time. I was working 3 jobs. I was broke. I had way too much month at the end of the money. Do you feel me on that? Way too much month at the end of the money. And I was just living paycheck to paycheck, weekend to weekend. And that was my life. And I'm thinking something's got to change. And I was living at home. I was car sharing with my boyfriend at the time. And I'm like, this cannot be my life, seriously. So I wrote down my wish list. And on there was my own apartment, a mini countryman. I wanted a miniature dash hound. Be careful what you wish for. That dog. Oh my God. I've never had a dog that's had severe separation anxiety before in my life, but yeah, that was an interesting breed. And one of my friends fell in love with her and was like, I said, I can't deal with her. She's driving me crazy. She's like, I'll take her. I don't care. I love her. I love her so much. And they bonded, and off she went and lived a happy life. But I put be careful what you wish for, because you will get it. I put on there a Mulberry handbag and these like certain type of shoes, and then some Ray-Ban sunglasses, which I still have to this day, even 10 years later. They're a little bit buffed up, I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, anyway. So I had all of these things on this wish list, but I swear on my life, by end of the year, I had achieved everything that I set my mind to in that year, in 2012. By December, I was living in my own apartment. I was driving a mini countryman. I picked it up on Christmas Eve. I will never forget that feeling. I really felt like I had really turned my life around and really started to be proud of myself and be proud of where I was going for the first time in my life, and really had a purpose and a belonging. And picking up that car was really a reminder of where I've come, how far I've come, and how hard I worked. And this was like the achievement. Okay, this was like the dream, the mini countryman. Of course, the Range Rover was always the big dream, but I thought I'm going to have to start a little bit slow and work my way up to having those things. I'm like sweating under all this hair. Is a little bit not okay. My neck, nowhere else is, because I'm quite cold right now, but my neck is starting to get a little bit clammy. So I need to stop talking about my hair. I'm sorry. And achieved everything on that list by the end of the year. And then I made my new goals I remember January of 13, and I had this huge goal that I would never thought would have happened in living my life in America. And it's something that even as a young teenager that I wanted for my life. And obviously being here, that's not exactly turned out to be the dream. However, it wasn't just, put it this way, I had multiple opportunities from that moment to the moment of me meeting Luke, that I had the opportunity to move over to the US, but it just didn't feel right. Something didn't feel right. It wasn't my time to move over here. And then when I met Luke, we were dating back and forth, and I came over here, or he proposed to me on my birthday. Then I flew over here to live here. Then we got married. In between that time of moving here and getting married, we found out I was pregnant with Lake. So here I am in America living my life. So did I manifest that? Absolutely. Did I manifest coming to live in America? Absolutely. I put it down as a goal in January 13, and my buddy next to me said, "Well, it's a pretty big goal, Katie. Like, how are you ever going to do that?" I said, "I don't know. I just feel like that's where I need to be." Obviously, dreams and goals and whatever you want for your life can change. You can get to your dream and be like, actually, this isn't really what I want. So just know that you can experience your dreams and your goals, and you have it, and you're like, is this what it's meant to be? Is this really what I want? And it's okay to change your mind. This is the beautiful thing about goals and goal setting and dreams. You can always change. It's your life. That's the most incredible thing. And along the way, I've had financial goals, I've had income goals, I've had business goals, I've had my own personal goals, I've had contribution goals, I've had experience goals. One of them was to experience glass seats to an NHL game, ice hockey. That was incredible. Like, for me was a big tick, and something that I was really, really excited to do. And to have that experience was incredible. And just have the guys bash up against the window, and not gonna lie, they were like, a couple of them were checking me out and gave a little wave. It sounds so big-headed, but I was like, oh, waved at me. So it certainly was an experience. And then learning how to snowboard, again, something that I manifested. Do I want to learn to snowboard anymore? Not really. After a couple of big falls, I'm like, my ego and my butt got hurt a lot. So I might try skiing. I think I'll put on my vision board to learn how to ski. It looks a little bit more graceful. If you fall, the skis come off, and when you're snowboarding, it doesn't tend to happen that way. And so yeah, I think I'm going to change that a little bit. But just some experiences along the way that I've wanted to experience as a goal. You know what I mean? So obviously one of the bigger ones is to drive a Range Rover. That was like my ultimate dream car. My ultimate dream car is like a blacked out R8. Oh my God, they are so sexy. Probably something I'll do when I'm older, but right now it's just not a convenient, simple car to drive with a toddler. Put it that way. So had the Range Rover, beautiful car. I've had 3 now. Love them to pieces. Is it something I'm going to get when I move to the UK? I don't know yet. We'll see. Might try something else or whatnot, but I know for a fact that I'll probably end up going back to Range Rover because it's all I know and it's all I love. And the reason why I'm so anchored to that is when we were growing up, I watched my mom get on Christmas Day a brand new Land Rover Discovery, and it was her dream car. And to watch her just be so lit up and so excited, I saw my mom literally the happiest ever. And it just brought so much joy to the family. It just in that moment, but also afterwards, because we had all of this space, then we could tow the trailer with the horses a lot more easier. Me and Rick have so many memories as brother and sister, like playing in the back seat. I don't know if you guys ever did this, but like pea shooting. So we would have a straws and with the paper and just be like shooting at each other and all across the windows with like wet, gross, salivated paper. So I just had those beautiful memories, and I'm kind of anchored to that car because of it. sounds a little bit weird and crazy, but I don't know. It's just something that really just brings me joy. I just love Range Rovers. However, the maintenance and them constantly breaking down and stuff like that, I don't. So I'm kind of in a bit of a push-pull with that. But that's like my dream car, and I will have one again, whatever dream car that may be. So now that I've kind of shared with you all of the things I've achieved because of manifestation, I want to encourage you to look at, as we're coming into the new year, we always talk about new you, new goals, all of that stuff. So I really want to take you through a process and what's really helped me in manifesting everything that I've had in my life. Every single decision, thing, active contribution, or even experience has been because I've actually set my intention to achieve that. I am a bit of a not an overachiever. I know, not really. I am a bit of an enthusiast when it comes to goal setting and having something to work towards and to be excited about. So let's go through the process. If you've not listened to The Secret, I highly recommend it. If you've not seen the movie with Katie Holmes and is it Josh Lucas? I think his name is so dreamy. Watch The Secret. It's on, you can get it on TV, I'm sure, if you look through it and your system, I don't know. You'll find it, watch it. It kind of takes you through it in a everyday life situation, how you can manifest a better life and really act on positive thoughts, positive feelings, and law of attraction. So those are the two things there that you could do actively now. The other thing is invest. I talk about journaling a lot. If you follow me, is to invest in yourself in a journal. I have two. I have three, actually. This is my business journal. All of my stuff is in here, down to like customers. This is like where I keep all of my stuff, basically. My customers, my team, any trainings, all of it is in here. So that's my journal for business. And then my personal journal is right here. And it actually says live with passion on it. You can't really see it. It's Tony Robbins. I love this journal. I was telling my coach today, I'm so picky with journals because it has to feel right. Okay, so I actually bought 4 journals from the supermarket the other week. And I wrote like in every single one of them and how it felt. I know it sounds really weird, but you might be the same. And I'm just telling you, it's okay to be picky about what you spend your time writing in, because you do spend your time writing in it. This one in particular is really light. It's got a really big front page, like blank pages where I can kind of write my goals on here. And then this is where I'm starting this for New Year. Is the lines can't be too small. They have to be nicely spaced, and it has to be a wide page where I can write quite a lot. And it can't be too heavy, can't be too floppy, and it's got enough pages to write in for a good amount of time. So, and honestly, these things are great to find where you're at. So that's really helpful too. I wish it was black, kind of, yeah. So maybe I should come up with my own journal and publish my own journal. Might be something to do in the future. But spend time in getting a journal that you can really enjoy spending time with, let's say. So this is my journal. I've yet to start writing in it. I'm going to transfer the last couple of weeks I've been writing the other one. I don't like it. It doesn't feel right. I'm going to transfer it over to this one. But in your journal or on a piece of paper, I want you to really think about all of the things that you want. And this is not something that I've invented. This is not reinventing the wheel or anything like that. This is something I learned at a Tony Robbins event. And I do this exercise with my team as well. And we go through a bit of an exercise where we kind of categorize all of the things that we want to happen in our life into 4 categories. So think about all of the experiences that you want to have. Where do you want to go? What do you want to see? What do you want to feel? I mean, some people want to go bungee jumping. Some people want to go on a safari in Africa. Some people want to go to an NHL game and have those glass seats. Somebody might want to go and learn how to ski. I don't know. What kind of experience do you want? That's the first one. And I would create a column. So first column would be experiences. The next column would be things. What are the things that you want in life? It could be that designer handbag. It could be that ring. It could be that watch. I don't know. This is something that I've had sat in my browser on my phone for the best part of the year. And I told myself, when the divorce is done, I'm going to get myself I Made It Out Alive ring, and I'm really going to spend some money. So I got myself a Cartier ring with a little diamond in it to remind me, and this is my anchor of going, no matter what you go through, you got this. And that was, obviously don't have the ring on that finger, but now I have it on this one. And it's just a reminder too that you made it. And you did awesome, and you're okay, and you can make through anything that you want to in life. But this was on my vision board and going, you can reward yourself when we get through this. The only thing I spent some money on after the divorce, the rest I've saved. Anyway, so things, what are the things? Bags, shoes, cars, houses, upgrade your kitchen, whatever it may be. Put that into a list. And I don't want you to judge yourself either. This is super important that we do not judge ourselves through this process, that we allow ourselves to really dream, no matter how small or big it is, no matter how crazy or uncrazy it is. I want you to really, really dream big. It's okay. Or dream small. Doesn't matter. But I don't want you to judge yourself, and I don't want you to go, well, that will never happen. Why should I put that on there? Because you never know. So first column is experiences. The second column is things. The next one is contribution. Okay, how do you want to contribute to the world? What kind of things do you want to do? One of the things I want to do eventually, once I get myself settled in the UK and hopefully get a house, that's another thing that's going on my vision board, of course, for 2022. But one of the other things I want to do probably in 2023 is to go on a mission trip. With the church at Bayside. I've been wanting to do this for years. It just never feels like the right moment, but I'm hoping in the next couple of years, it's going to be my moment where I can spend $3,000, go on a mission trip and help an underprivileged country do whatever they've set out to do. So that's going to be on my contribution list. And again, it might not happen in 2022, but it might happen in 23 or 24 or 25. It doesn't really matter when this is possible. Okay. We're just putting all this stuff down. Another thing to contribute is, it could be, your local community. It could be a church. It could be how you show up for your family members or your friends. It could be how you show up in your business or at your workplace. How can you contribute better towards that? How can you contribute better towards yourself? Like all of these different things, right? And then the next column is going to be a legacy. What do you want to leave behind when you're gone? What kind of money do you want to put aside for your kids or for your family? What kind of impact you want to have made on the world? What kind of what do you want to be known for? What do you want to create in this life? Like, what is it that you want to really just show that you've done X, Y, and Z, or whatever it is, whatever legacy you want to leave behind. So some of the things I want to do is be part of the legacy I want to leave behind is obviously making an impact when it comes to contribution. Then I want to be able to leave something behind for that, in something that I really, really support heavily in. And then legacy for Lake, like what do I want to leave her behind, or any more future kids that I may have, maybe not, I don't know yet. let's leave that for another YouTube video. What do I want to leave behind for her, for my family, etc. So, myself, and for my own legacy, what do I want to leave behind in terms of, retirement and things like that. So all of those 4 different columns, you're going to write down and not judge yourself in every single column, all of those different things. Okay. Then after you're done, I would highly recommend from 1 to 10, sorry, not 1 to 10, but 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. Write down next to each goal, how many years you would like to achieve that in. So let's say going on holiday to Spain, that could be achievable within the next year. So you would put 1 next to that. If it's you want to upgrade your kitchen, that could be in the next 3 years. If you wanted to go on, let's say, mission trip like I want to, 5 years. If it's that you want to save, I don't know, big goal here of £50,000 in the bank account, or $50,000, 10 years to save that. I don't know, whatever that 10-year mark would be. It could be that you go on a trip of a lifetime with your family. It could be that you buy that dream home. Like the home that I'm in now was is my dream home. Or was my dream home that I would have set out in my mind 10 years ago. And here I am 10 years later, never thought that this would happen, being where I am right now. And you know what? The dream isn't what it's supposed to be. I'm obviously going in a different direction. I'm following the universe or God or whatever you believe in on that journey. So don't judge it, is what I'm trying to say, is don't judge it. Okay. And enjoy the process of writing all of these things down, getting excited, thinking, oh my God, I wonder if this would happen in a year's time. And you know what? I've put things down as a goal in my journal that didn't happen. They weren't supposed to happen in a year or 3 years or 5 years time, but it might be 10 or 15 or 20 years time. I just don't know when that time is I'm going to achieve that thing. But most of the things I've set out to do has definitely happened in the 3 to 5 year mark, the 1 to 5 year mark, I would say, and the bigger things have happened within 10 years. And what if you could say to yourself in 10 years time, I wrote that down in my journal as a goal and now I'm living it? Wouldn't that be an incredible feeling? And not only that, have something to really truly work towards that gets you up and out of bed and excited every single day. How would that make you feel, being able to do that? You know, and to truly, for your kids and for your partner or spouse or significant other, to go, what has gotten into her? What's gotten into him? He seems to be like full of joy and zest and drive and determination. Like, where has this come from? Make sure you have something to work towards. I think it was, well, I've heard Tony Robbins say it, but the good book says, without vision, people perish. And it doesn't always mean you have to be always constantly going for something all the time. It could be that one of your goals is to be stress-free and to live in the moment and be joyful most days. It's not going to happen every day, all day, but certainly it can be for most of the time. You know, we don't always have to be constantly striving for something, but if you do feel like you want to have goals that you want to go after and achieve and have something to work towards, this is a great exercise for you, and to know exactly what it is that you're working towards, and also to feel alive. Like, I feel more alive when I'm working towards something than when I don't. And it could now, my goals are massive now. I mean, I've achieved one huge goal of getting us back to the UK. But when I get back to the UK, that's when the real work starts. Of, you know, saving some money, building up my credit, and then buying a home for me and Lake. And I'm not going to settle. I'm going to have something for us that is perfect. It'll never be perfect, but in my mind, it will be perfect with the garden and with enough bedrooms, and to be near the countryside, but not too far away from the city, and to be able to go to a horse farm whenever we want to, or to even have horses for her. You know, that's on my vision board too, for her to have her own horse eventually. I don't know when that will be, but that's one of my goals. And if people probably think I'm crazy, like, I hate my teeth. I don't hate my teeth. I'm not in love with my teeth. I've had a constant battle ever since I was a teenager. How straight they are, the discoloration, I think, from when my teeth were coming through, the bottom of my teeth are more white than the top. And I've had Invisalign. I hated them. I've had 2 sets of braces. I am done. So I want them capped or crowned or whatever you want to call them, veneers, and I'm having my teeth all straightened out and want the Hollywood smile. That's one of my goals. And that's on my vision board. The house, the car, the horse for Lake eventually, veneers, and what was the other thing that I had? To go to Santorini and go all out. I love Santorini, but I want to go with somebody who's really, really special to me, who will experience it, you know, just like me, and be in the moment. I'm literally going to shut off for a week, not be on social media, and really experience Santorini. It's the most beautiful place I've ever been to. I've been to twice, and even though I've had a nice time, I haven't had the most amazing time, and I want to do it properly this time. Even on there is Bali, Mexico, maybe the Maldives too. Those are probably my top 4 places that I want to visit. But one of the biggest one, or Italy too. I want to take a trip around Italy. So when Blake is visiting her dad for 4 weeks in the summer, I'm going to go experience some cool things and take my mind off being away from my daughter. I don't know how I'm going to do it being away from it for 4 weeks, but we'll cross that bridge when it comes to it. So those are some of my goals, guys. And I hope this has helped you and is in inspiring you to manifest the life that you want and the life that you deserve, and have all of those things that you've been dreaming about or visualizing about or thinking about that will come into your life and be real and be there, and for you to and your family to experience them and have that joy. So that's it from me. I hope it's helped. I hope I've inspired you to take some action. Remember, go listen to The Secret, get your journal, and get ready for an amazing 2022. And I hope you all have a very, very Merry Christmas from me and Lake. We love you all so much. And thanks for being a part of this beautiful journey of life with me. Take care.